inside the Deku Tree. Already coming up one of the biggest differences in Master Quest. You can already see that there's just a random torch there, a random Skulltula on those vines, and those would not be in the game originally. Maybe already has something to say? Never mind. And already we got another one of these guys that'll be willing to give you sticks whenever you need it. If we were to climb up these vines right here... Look at this wall! Vines growing on it, give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. If we were to try to climb it with that thing on it... Yeah, we're not gonna have a good time, so let's go ahead and find another way around. I guess she had something to say about this thing. You can see down the web below using the point of view button. I mean, kind of. There's not much really to see, except for some water, I guess. Anyway, if we climb up here... See, there's a few things kind of wanting to attack us here. We got this, got that little bat thing over there called the keys. They kind of fly around randomly, but when they do see you, they will try to seek you out. And over here, we got Goma Egg. When that hatches, Goma Lava will be born. So when this thing hatches, if you get close enough, boom, one of those will pop up. Look out when it gets ready to pounce. And pounce it, well, when it glows red like that, it is ready to jump you. So let's go ahead and jump right back and give it a taste of its own medicine. And it also leaves us a Deku Nut. This is kind of like a little stun grenade. So if you equip it to a button, it'll stun some enemies. See if we can equip it before we get hit real quick. Alright, so if we go ahead and throw a Deku Nut, it kind of gets stunned, so we can go in for a quick finish. And there it goes. The big chest here, let's see what it is. Oh, is it something cool? Is it something lame? What kind of thing have we got? Found some toilet paper. Sweet. Nah, but these things are pretty useful. Yeah, if you need to find your way around, just check your map and you're good to go. You can also tell just how many floors there are on this dungeon, so that's kind of a crazy amount. Now, you might be able to hear this scritchy scratching. I'll go ahead and show what it is. This is called a gold Skulltula. I'm not going to collect all of these on the first go around, but I will come back to the dungeon when we have everything that we can get. And I will collect these on a separate time, but right now, I'll just kind of leave it alone. But for those that want to get it, you can easily get one right now. You just won't be able to get everything in the dungeon right this minute. And so if we climb up here... Here, not over there. I think the camera angles of this game are just a little bit worse than in the original N64 version, because I'm pretty sure on a lot of occasions you can actually see more. Right here, this is another Deku Baba. This one won't stick around and stay like a stick though. They'll kind of attack you, but when you slash it like that, it kind of turns into a normal stick for a little bit. But if you take one of these guys out as they are, you'll get a Deku Net instead of a Deku Stick. So depending on how you kill it, you can get a different reward. There's that keys. There, go bye-bye. Another one right there. Hit it before it hits us. Now, I did have another stream that I was trying to play this game on, and it was riddled with tech issues. Frames are just dropping left and right, and I couldn't figure out why until after the stream. I just had to drop my frame rate from 60 to 30, and that fixed it right up. What the heck was that? I just stood on that torch for a little bit. Okay, that was weird. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Thank you. That was pretty obvious. But in that run, I game overed about 3 times in this dungeon, so I'm gonna try to be a little bit better this time. Let's see. How do I want to go about doing this? We're gonna want the stick and drop down. Activate that. You gotta light a stick on fire just by walking right next to it at a specific angle. Let's see, and then what we're gonna want to do is raise all of these up. Now, normally I wouldn't recommend this, but I do recommend walking under these things and activating them. Coming over here, quickly hopping over that, then grabbing this right here. I don't know if I'd recommend grabbing that specifically, but getting another chest off the map is good. Now what we're gonna want to do is cut down every enemy in the room. You'll have some puzzles that'll do that for you. We are kind of in doo-doo though. Flash grenade, charge. Okay, I think we're good. A little afraid though. Anything in here? Nothing helpful. Is that everybody? No, we still got one more? Okay. No hearts? Nothing? Oh, that's really lame. There is one up there. Yeah, let's go ahead and activate this guy real quick. Pull out of the way. Thankfully, just touching the enemy when you got your shield up won't hurt you, but if you were to just walk into it without the shield ready, you will take damage. But yeah, with that, we got that chest activated over there. So let's climb up here once again. Oh, now you gave me hearts. Activate the switch to temporarily raise all these columns. Hoppity hop. And now we got another big chest. What could it be? What could it be? Is this something cool? Is this something lame? I don't know if I want to keep that stick going. That was actually very cool. Found the fairy slingshot. Now we got a projectile that honestly would have came in handy a lot sooner. But better now than never, I would say. So I'm gonna want to go ahead and map this to that button, and then that one to that button. I will show what it does in the next room. When you leave this room, I'd have your guard up, because there will be a piece placed right there unfairly. But yeah, with targeting and the combination of the slingshot, you can just shoot that guy, and bam, boom, he's gone for good. Now, if you were to just pull out the slingshot, normally you go into this first-person mode, you can move around your character with the control stick, but if you're on the 3DS specifically, you have this little gyro one for more precise aiming. I kind of like to use this in tandem. If I need to move over a lot, I just use the stick, and then if I need to make a little more precise movement, I would just aim my thing at the ready. Yeah, let's go ahead and take care of this guy. Now, we did use up what they call a little Deku seed over there. And if I can get one of these enemies to drop it, we'll show what that item looks like. But now with these eggs here, you can just simply pop them with that, and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about fighting those things every single time. But what we're gonna want to do is over here with this lit torch, we're gonna want to light up the stick. Come down here, pop that open. Now I can climb down at any point, but I don't want to do that just yet. Actually, did that enemy actually survive down there? It did. Oh, that's crazy. I've never had that happen before. But since we activated that switch, not only did that torch above light up, but now we have the one over here lit up. Real quick, this is the Deku Seed. These are pretty much your ammo for the slingshot, which is amazing. It would be better if we just had infinite ammo all the time, but I guess that's not just not how games work. But yeah, with this lit torch here, we'll go ahead and pull out a stick, light it on fire. Then we'll come over here, bring this down. Now we have access to this room. What could be in here? Big Deku Baba. It's pretty much the same thing as what we fought already. It just takes way more hits, and it's a bit weird on the hitbox. I can get you to move away, thank you. Anything up here? No, but there is that switch that I might be able to shoot right now. There we go. I don't have to kill every enemy in the room, but I'll show you how to do this one. So you just kind of slash it like that, and then you can slash it again to get a Deku stick. Or you can just slash it like normal. And when you kill it this way, you get 3 Deku nuts out of it. If you were to slash it as a stick, it would only give you the 1 though. So if you need a stick, get the stick. If you need the nut, you get the nut. You get your nut and stuff. Let's go ahead and shoot you, and shoot you. Anything else to worry about? Yep, there's you. Alright, so you might be able to see that there's rocks leading up there. I wouldn't worry about that right away. And then there's that guy, which you can't really do too much about. Let's go ahead and drop down, climb up here. And look and see what's inside here. And now we got the compass for the dungeon. So this would tell you in the corner of the main top screen over here that where you are in relation to a room, but also it'll tell you where specific treasure chests are. So that can come pretty handy if you're trying to unlock every treasure chest. Now let's go ahead and squish this guy. You have to wait for him to move around so you can detect his weak spot. Shoot that ladder, break it, go down. Somehow fail to climb up a ladder. I really don't want to deal with that either of you anymore. Get out of here. Sticky thing. Lots of grass over here, so if you need a refill on stuff like Deku seeds or hearts, or even money, I guess. Pretty good way to do it. Let's go and see what's going on down here now. Let's see, I think what we'll want to do is we'll want to climb up over here. Oh, yay, we'll just get booted off of the ground while we're at it. The things are everywhere. That guy's a guaranteed Deku stick when you kill him. They did that for a very specific purpose. If you were to step on the switch, you'll light up that torch right there, and of course you will need a Deku stick to light whatever it is you need on fire. Go and do that. Just like that, we can step on the switch now, then walk all the way back over there and see what drops. Let's see, is it cool? Is it lame? This stick is getting lame, but let's see what's in here. I'm gonna put that under the lame category, but I don't know. We'll probably need bookies at some point. Now, if we come over here, shoot the eye. That will unlock the door, and now we can go through it. I think. There we go. Alright, let's see. So now we got this thing over here. If I may target it and not get hit. We got a mad scrub. If you get close to it, it will hide in the grass, so you'll have to defeat it first. And by defeating it, what you do is you take your shield, rebound its seed right back at it, and in Master Quest, these guys won't really give you any hints like they would in the original game. So you just have to walk up and take it down. Now they'll give you various hints, especially when it comes to accessing the boss of the game, or of the dungeon. So I'll go into that more in depth when we are about to hit that. Especially since Master Quest does it in a kind of weird way. Alright, so now that we beat every enemy, we'll come back over here, light you on fire, go back through the door, and then real quick light up the torch. If you're afraid of the Deku stick getting burned, because that can happen, you can just put away the Deku stick and save it. And then light another one on fire, and then boom, you're good to go. Over here we got a very easy chest. That has to be a rupee. I can't see it being anything else. That's, you know, I would say that's lame, but it maybe even be needed here. And first we'll want to take out that guy, just to get him out of the way. Alright, so in the original game, I think what the switch did was that it lowered the water so you can go underneath it, but there is another trick you can use. Quickly light the stick on... I just broke that stick in half. Wow. Alright, real quick. That switch won't stay down forever. So you'll want to light it up on fire. Come over here. And you'll want to duck underneath by pressing the shield button. After that, you just climb up here, light them both on fire. That'll open that door. Now this right here looks like a pretty special block. We can't really do anything about that right now, so that chest will be basically unobtainable for a while. That's why I said I'll have to come back and do some extra stuff later. Wait, can I just... Oh, that's amazing. I could just reflect his seeds right back at the other enemies. Oh, that's actually pretty amazing. Alright, any in the ceiling that I have to worry about? Oh, yeah. Alright, now that you're back in the shove, let's just do that again. Stabby, stabby. There we go. That door will unlock once you beat every enemy. Once again, we'll want to clear out the room. Really are using our slingshot quite a lot in this dungeon, which is kind of the point of most dungeons, is when you get an item, you use it. So, you're getting a lot of use out of these ones. Again, you'll need sticks, so that's why these enemies are around. I want to clear out that guy, make sure he's no problem. And then this one's kind of an optional room, but I don't really recommend trying to go in there right now. I could show you what I mean here in a bit. So let's go ahead and light up all that. This will be the one that's required, so let's go ahead and burn that down. Light another stick on fire. Maybe actually light one of them on fire. Oh my god, this camera angle. So even though I'm on the new 3DS, there's no camera control. There never really was camera control in Ocarina of Time in any version. Unlike Majora's Mask 3D, where they did have camera control, but I mean... Yeah, they didn't really do that as like an update to Ocarina of Time 3D. When the 3DS originally came out, there was no Sega analog sticks, that's why there's no camera control, but... Eh. This does get kind of distracting at times. Alright, so you can beat every enemy in here. You know, it's all well and good. All of them go down pretty quick. I'm just using up all these seeds lately. Here to come back and then double damage you. Bam. And I don't know if you really particularly can get that right now. I don't know if that thing is locked behind the web. Nah, you can still attack it. But there's no real way of getting up that high right now to come claim your token for defeating it. So we'll have to come back and get that at another time. And if you think that one's bad, that, you know, you're too short and you can't climb high enough to get to it, there's also that guy. So, yeah, we'll just come back and get all that later. There's 4 of those things in total for this dungeon, so I figured I would just come and grab them all in one go once I am able to get everything that I need to grab them all. Alright, and through here we'll have this guy who's not quite the mad scrub that we saw earlier. He will hurt us though. It's called a business scrub, which, you know, defeated the same way, except when you do reflect ammo right back at him, he'll actually have a conversation with you. Pretty much he'll sell you stuff, and some of them are useful, incredibly useful. This one, however, is not. He'll sell us a Deku Shield for 50 rupees. Not only do we have a Deku Shield, and the chance of us losing it are incredibly low for this dungeon, but it's also 10 rupees more than the shop, and I think I'd rather just leave the dungeon and go to the shop and then come back if I do, so no way on that one. let's go ahead and get rid of you so you're no longer a problem. Okay, you're still a problem. There you go. Hearts in here, thank you. Stand next to this block and push it and pull it. And twist it. And shake it. whatever kids do with those boppets these days. Probably not best to think about. Go ahead and push you down over here. And again, we will need to light another stick. And just try to avoid every enemy here. Now, again, because the Deku Stick does burn away, you'll want to be a little quick about it. But over here, if you jump attack this thing, you can burn away the webbing and find your way down here. Or you could just kind of jump slash it down. I usually do. Alright, so this room is supposed to be where you would take that hint from the original Ocarina of Time, called 23 is number 1, and that's supposed to be the hint of getting to Queen Goma. So, because this is mirrored, if my editing soap will flip the screenshot, you're supposed to attack it in this order in Ocarina of Time. And in Master Quests, they kind of did it a little differently. Instead of shooting the second, then the third, and then the first, you'd kind of have to write it on as a map, as I will show now, and then shoot them in that order. You shoot the number 1 first, then set the number 2 1 second, then the number 3 1 third. And because in Master Quest, this version is flipped from the GameCube version, we'll have to keep that in mind as we go around and doing these. So I think in 3D, you would have to take out this one first, and then this one, and then finally this guy. Walk up to him close enough. What, do I have to attack you? Like, I've never had that happen before. There we go. How did you know our secret? I don't know. The game never told me. If this is your first time ever playing Ocarina of Time, somehow, is through Master Quest 3D, you would literally just have to, like, try again. It's kind of what I'm hoping that this walkthrough will help a few people with, especially the 3D version. Alright, so now we're in the boss's room for Queen Goma. What we'll want to do is we'll want to go over and look up either with the point of view or the slingshot. And that's the big version of those things we've been fighting all this time. Considering the other versions of Goma I've seen, this is actually kind of the adorable version. But the best way to handle this thing is to just grab sticks and just jump slash it until it wants to run away. What you can do is you can follow it with your slingshot, get it at the ready, and then when its eye turns red, shoot it again, and then jump slash with the Deku Stick for maximum damage. And just like that, Goma's down. Kind of the quick way of doing it, but if you want to take it longer, make it more challenging, you could just use the sword. But that's the quickest way of beating that thing. Because I don't know if I've explained this yet, but when you attack with the Deku Stick, it does double damage from the Kokiri sword, and when you stack it with the jump attack, you do even more damage than the normal sword later on in the game. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the Star Container and increase our HP by 1. And step into the light. Just like that, we beat the first dungeon within an hour. Pretty sick. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell thee. Wouldst thou listen? No. No, Link. You must know, my time is short. Now listen carefully. The wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. I think in Ocarina of Time, the text box would go as this man is riding his horse, but in 3D, they just kind of oddly put it at the end of this cutscene. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Seeing this fly over here, oh, that's gonna bug me. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Or, the goddess of courage. Din, in black text. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Aurora, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The three great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens, and the golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. The evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I've been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with thee, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse upon me. Got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the Great Deku Tree. Also kind of want to point out that while the whole game is mirrored and so are the models, the sprites are not. just a little thing. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi, good. Bye. Oh, did he just rip one? Like a nasty one? Let's go to the Hyrule Castle, Link. Yeah, sure thing. Goodbye, Great Deku Tree. Oh, it smells. I'm out of here. Didn't mean to diminish that moment there, but I always thought... just the weird side effects. Hey Link, what did you do? The Great Deku Tree. Did he... die? How could you let a thing like that happen? It's all your fault. Now, I'm not the one that caused it, I just happened to be there when it happened. Oh. Yeah, not much else we could do. I mean, technically there's this whole area up here, but I'll explore all that in a bit. A bit later. But you can do that right now if you want to. I think this is the way out. Forest folk shall not leave these woods. I will anyway. Big Tree said so. Oh, you're leaving. Ah! What kind of ninja are you? I didn't know ninjas were in this game. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever. Won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. He's looking at it like it's some weird deformed potato. You see the fairy ocarina. It's a memento from Saria. You can play different notes. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. Man, with Link turning back like that, it just feels like a cold rejection. I can't help but to feel for Saria right here.